Hi everyone, welcome back to another video from me, Miss Emma D. So it's another TSW video today, trying to help everyone that is suffering at the minute from topical steroid withdrawal. So I haven't done a video on my skin for a while now, just because I've been busy and I've been trying to concentrate on different things, and I am healing quite well now. I am just over 2 years into my withdrawal, and I am a lot better, as you can probably tell. So yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, and sorry, there's a fan on because I am quite warm. I'll talk about that in a bit. That's to do with my skin. So yeah, I thought I'd come on because basically I'm seeing a lot of people suffering still after many months, years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and I've done 2 lists to try and help you with things that you might not have thought of that might be causing your condition to carry on for so long. So these are the changes that I've made as well, and I've seen a massive improvement in my skin. So I'm just going to go through them today, and you might be doing these things already, or you might not. So basically the first list is going to be things you can do today, right now. You can go around your house and do this today to help you, and then I've got things that you might want to look at in the future, which might be costly or hard to get, or something like that, that you might have to take longer sorting out, if that makes sense. So one of the things you can change today is the products that you're using. So in the beginning I was advising different things. Basically I was making a diary of what I was using. Some of it worked, some of it didn't, but it was all trial and error, and I basically put it out there for people to try. And do you know what I mean, because everyone's skin is different slightly when you're going through this. Some things will flare it, some things will help others, the same thing. So yeah, so one of the things I've changed is my shampoo and conditioner. So in the beginning I wasn't really washing my hair. I think I didn't wash my hair for about, I think I was washing it maybe once a month, just because it was too painful and it wasn't greasy because all of the oils were gone. I'm just now getting the oils back into my scalp and my face and my skin. So even though I don't wash it often still, because I've realised you don't really need to wash your hair that often. It can do pretty well on its own. It's a big mistake that people make of washing their hair, and the more you wash it, the more it'll produce the oils, and it'll just get greasy quicker. So it took me ages to find these and find something that worked for me. I mean, at the beginning I was just washing with water, like warm water, not boiling water, which is another thing as well. Try not to use boiling water, because even now that I'm 2 years in, if I use boiling hot water it makes me itch more, and then we start the whole process again of me itching and it being sensitive, and then it has to build the layers back up of the layers I've scratched off, and we're just going round in circles. So I think I came across these on like an eczema website or something like that. Never heard of it before, never even knew that you could get it, but it's approved by the Allergy UK, and it's 0% fragrance, which I'm going to speak a lot about fragrances in this video because it's one of the main things that can cause skin problems. So it's called the Pure Performance Olsen Scandinavia Shampoo for normal dry hair and sensitive, and it's basically minimises the risk of allergic reactions. So it looks like that, and like I say, it's got no fragrance. It tries to keep the ingredients at a minimum, not like these other mainstream shampoos that you might get where the whole back of it's just the ingredients. There must be like 50, 60, 70 ingredients in it. This has got about 10 ingredients in, and yeah, no fragrance whatsoever, so it looks like that. So I'll try and find that again and put the link in the description. It is a bit dearer than normal shampoo, but what I will say is it does work, and it doesn't make me itch, there's no smell, there's no nothing, and you only need a little bit as well. So even though it is a bit dearer, I think they're £12.50 each. They're quite big bottles, but it works, and you don't have to use a lot, and you shouldn't be washing your hair that often, so it will last you longer. So there's that you can change today. So other things with fragrances in that I've stopped using any body wash, bubble bath, anything like that you put in the bath, bath bombs, soaps and things like that. I am using an oil-based soap from Dr. Bronner, I think that's how you say it. So it's quite a popular brand that people use who've got allergies, and it's good because it's got they say like it's got something like 100 uses. So basically I bought a massive bottle of that, and you can use it for all sorts. You can use it for your dishes, your washing liquid for your clothes, which is another one that I've changed. You can use it for body wash, different things like that. So if you can, just stop all fragrance products, soaps, deodorants, bubble baths and all that, because that just is not going to help at all. It's going to itch you like mad. Again, another thing, hand wash. So I'm just washing with the Dr. Bronner hand wash. It can be used for a hand wash as well. So basically what it is, it's a concentrated soap, but it's made from all oils, so all plant oils and things like that. So you can take it, you can put a bit into a bottle and top the rest up with water, and you've got yourself a hand wash. You can do all different things like that. So another thing is your washing. So just please, I mean, I've never used very fragranced, well-known brands of washing powder ever, because I just don't like the smell. It makes me sneeze, and you can smell it for days on the clothes, and people might think, oh well, that's good because my clothes are staying fresh, but they are seeping into your body and they're going up your nose, into your body, and I just really don't like it at all. So what I got was an eco egg. You can get this on Amazon. Again, I'll leave the link. None of the things in this video is sponsored, just to let you know. This is just things I've used, and so you can find it quicker in the description. So it's called an eco egg, and it's just this plastic egg that you twist, and you put these unscented little like capsule bead things in, and they can last up to, I think it's 30 washes, and you never have to chuck the egg away. You just buy the refills off Amazon, pop them in the egg, and then you're sorted. That's all you have to do for your washing. So your washing comes out fragrance free, and you don't have any of them chemicals going into your skin. Again, you've got to think of the bedding as well, what you're washing your bedding in. So like I said, stop all this fragrance, because we do spend a lot of time in bed, and yeah, covers, pillows, and they're going on your face and your neck, and usually where all the problems are on your skin. So think about that as well. So another thing I did, which I'd never thought of before until I was searching online, and I ended up getting rid of all my plants in my house. So I had about maybe 5 or 6 plants. I had a couple in the living room, a couple in the bedroom, I think there was a few in the kitchen. So I just come home one day when I'd read this thing online, and I just put them all outside, and then I ended up just chucking them in the bin or giving them away. And I will never buy plants again now for the house. I mean, yes, it's a shame. I'd love to. Possibly, maybe far in the future, if I feel the need to and my skin does all right with it. But there are some lovely fake plants out there. I know it's a bit crap because obviously you want natural, and they can be good for people, but for us suffering with allergies and skin problems, it is not good. I don't know what it was. I mean, they said something about mould can come off certain plants and you can breathe it in, and I had a plant right at the side of my bed. So yeah, I don't know if that was causing issues, but that was another thing that I did straight away, which you might want to consider doing today. So another thing is plugins. So I'm not a massive fan. When they first were they were all the rage about maybe 15 years ago, and people were going out and buying these plugins thinking it was amazing, and you can buy different scents for them and plug them in your house, and every room you'd walk in and smell it. Well, no, it's one of my things I actually hate, because if I go into somebody else's house, which doesn't happen very often, I can smell it as soon as I walk in, and my eyes start to water, I'm itching, my neck starts itching, I have to rub my eyes and they get all like, oh, just red and swollen, and they're just horrible. It's like, it's just fake fragrance. It's not even, I don't know, it's not nice smelling, and it's not good for you, especially if you've got pets and kids. I mean, their bodies are smaller and it's not good for them. So yeah, if you have got a plug-in, I mean, you might have one in your bedroom that you think is fine, but yeah, I'd remove them straight away, get rid of them. If you desperately want some kind of fragrance, I would go with essential oils and make sure that you get a good brand, because some of them are fake and some of them are topped up with other chemicals. So get a reputable brand that you know are 100% essential oils. So I also changed my deodorant. I didn't have to go far for the deodorant because my daughter already used it. So I am a big fan of the Wild. If anyone's seen that, it's like this reusable, basically like this reusable like capsule thing that you can put the infills in. You buy them whenever you need them and you can just put them in, so you never have to replace the outer shell. So it's also eco-friendly, and it's been working brilliant for me. I use the unscented one and I've not had any issues. No itching, no nothing, no rash. I mean, I was using the Salt of the Earth one, but the salt was stinging me, and I am a big advocate for that as well, the Salt of the Earth spray, the natural spray. But this Wild one is just even better because, yeah, it doesn't sting, and it's quite good as well at keeping you like smell free all day. It does actually last all day, whereas other ones I've tried, you have to keep topping them up throughout the day or whatever. So yeah, that's another thing you could look into. Now this doesn't really relate to me because I don't wear makeup, but I know there's a lot of women out there who do like wearing makeup for whatever reason, and yeah, I personally would stop all your makeup wearing while you're going through TSW and look into a natural option. Again, there's a lot of chemicals in makeup and perfumes as well, so I found a brand that, well, I found a few brands actually that are made from tallow, so beef tallow, so naturally from an animal, and it's meant to be the closest thing to our skin, like layers and things like that, like the fats and stuff. And you can get tinted moisturiser, you can get blusher, you can get all sorts, and it just goes on. You can still look a little bit like you've got something on if that's what you choose to do. But yeah, if you look into tallow makeup, I've not used any myself, but it's meant to be quite good. Again, a little bit dearer. Well, it depends actually, because some people do pay a lot for makeup. I mean, especially if it's like a really popular brand, like a designer brand or whatever. But yeah, it's all natural, it's all handmade. Most of the time it's from a small company, so you're supporting small businesses instead of just giving your money to these people who are already billionaires. support a small business and have a look into some natural makeup. Right, back again guys. The camera cut off because my battery ran out, so I just went and grabbed a cup of tea while it was charging. So where did we get up to? So another thing that you might not think is causing skin issues is candles. So I am a big fan of candles. Most people are. They have them all around the house, bedroom, bathroom, they think nothing of it. I used to buy the Yankee candles, which are quite popular with everybody, and yeah, I didn't really think anything about a candle, and I did think that Yankee candles were decent and they didn't have any chemicals in, but apparently they do. So doing my research, looking into things, they aren't very good for you. They add stuff to the candle to bulk it out. That is then released when you burn the candle, and it's going all around the home. I mean, if you might be using them to relax through TSW, you might be going in the bath, lighting a candle, trying to get as much relaxation as you can, which is very important when you're going through this. And enclosing yourself in the bathroom, that's not good. Do you know what I mean? The fumes coming off it. And yeah, so I looked into that, and I've now changed over to beeswax, 100% beeswax candles, which are fine, all natural, won't harm you. And yeah, so that's another thing you could look into. So another thing that I did, which I do think is a concern whilst you're going through TSW, I don't necessarily think you will have to do it long term. You might, because what people are finding now, they're finding that they're coming out of the TSW and they have gone back to their original eczema which they were getting before, which led them to use the steroid creams, and they just can't rid the eczema. So the TSW's gone, but the eczema is still in parts where it used to, and that's not going away. Like for instance me, I suffer here. I mean, I do think that's quite a big part of the TSW. I think a lot of people get this around the mouth a lot and under the nose, and that's a very weak area for my skin, and it's, for many years, that is where I put steroid cream. But I do find that it flares when I eat certain things. So I know diet's it can be complicated, and there's that many different diets and you don't know which one to choose. So I'd go like steady at the beginning and cut out certain things little by little, or maybe not have as much as what you're having. So for example, if you write down what you eat in a week and then you go and look at that and think to yourself, well, I'm overdoing it on the chocolate, or I'm overdoing it on the yogurt, or there's something that you're overdoing it with. Because through these past 2 years, I've realised that I'm fine with every single food item. It's when I go silly with it. So if I start eating it every day, or when I get into a routine of eating it, it's not too bad if I leave it a few weeks or even a month and then eat it once. That doesn't seem to be the concern. It's overloading the body and not giving it chance to break down the previous item that you ate. So for example, I haven't cut out chocolate, and because I do enjoy it, and I enjoy going out, and when I go on holiday I enjoy eating different things. So but what I've found is, if I eat it and then I eat it again the next day, then I eat it again the next day, and then even if I leave it a week, I'm then suffering for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks because I've had it in like consecutive days. So I think it's just give the body a rest. Because what I've learnt as well, because I'm very interested in diet, and the things we eat and what they can cause and things like that, and what I found is you need to give the body a rest. It doesn't need all this food, because it's working so hard to try and break down all this food. I do think we overeat as a nation, and it doesn't give the body chance. And then we've got the sleep patterns. I mean, when you're going through TSW, especially in the beginning, your body's working so hard, and I didn't get any sleep for about the first year, and I still struggle now. I don't really think I'm getting my 7 hours now, to be honest. 7-8 hours, I'm getting a lot less than that, and that takes a toll as well. So all this stuff, and then if you're overloading your body with these foods as well, it's just not giving the body a break. Do you know what I mean? Give your body a break. It doesn't need to be working this hard. It's already trying to concentrate on the healing. If it's concentrating on trying to break down your food, then the healing will it'll slow down. And I think this is why it's taking so long for people to get better, because it's just constant like battles with the body, and the body doesn't know where to go to heal and to work. So yeah, one of the big things for me is dairy. I know for sure now that when I eat it doesn't do me much good. It's okay now and again, but yeah, I've tried to lay off that a bit, and it's shown in my skin because it calms right down. It's giving my body a chance to rest. So yeah, if you are interested in getting some type of test, you can look at my I did a video on kinesiology, which I went for. I didn't know anything about it. I was originally waiting for an allergy test with the NHS, but that never came, and you'll be waiting for years. And to be honest, with the experience I've had, you aren't going to get answers from the doctors, dermatologists or the NHS. And I've had no help over the 2 years. I've had nothing. I've had no help for my skin, for the mental health side of it, nothing. So I've literally gone, I've just discarded them now. They're no use to me, and I've made steps to basically help myself, and I'm trying to help others with what I'm doing as well. So moving forward, so this is the second list I made. So that first talk there was about things you can do possibly today or within the next couple of weeks as you go on. Now I've done another list of things that I've also done, but this might take you longer to do, because do you mean there's the cost of things. Things cost a lot of money, and I'm guaranteeing you now that it costs a lot of money because it does help you. It does help your body. These things that you can do to help your mental health and help your body and your skin and your hair and your scalp and your like, you know, your organs and things like that. There's a lot you can do, but it comes at a cost, and I think that's why it is costly, because not many people can afford to look after themselves as they should. I mean, do you know what I mean? We should all be eating organic fruit and veg. Not a lot of people can afford that. Myself, I can't afford a lot of organic produce. So I have tried to build up, as time has gone on, buying little bits and bobs on my food shopping that are organic, and slowly changing and seeing what I can afford and doing it like that. But I understand it is costly. That's why this second list is things you can look at for the future, when, do you know what I mean, if you can afford it or if you've got access to it. So one of the things I'd recommend straight away is a liver cleanse. So if you seek help from people that do natural cleanses, or you can do one at home, obviously you'd have to buy the products, and give your liver a cleanse, because the liver is what filters everything out, and if that's blocked, we aren't going to get rid of this skin condition, because whatever's causing it inside needs to come out, and usually it has to go through the liver. And if the liver's all blocked, and I mean you've got a damaged liver or a dirty liver or something like that, it's going to take longer, or it might even be that it can't even get past all the blockages. So I'd look into a liver cleanse. Now another thing is vitamins. So in the beginning I was taking a lot of vitamins. I didn't really know what I was taking them for. I just thought, well, I'll take all these vitamins and hopefully my body will get all these nutrients. But to be honest with you, you can be wasting your money most of the time because your body might not even need them vitamins. So I went for a full blood test, like a really in-depth one, and all my stats came out very, very good. There was nothing wrong with my vitamin levels. My iron was a little bit on the low, which again, that can cause skin conditions, because when I was pregnant I was very, very low in iron and I did have a lot of flares. In my 4th pregnancy, my whole face, I mean, I've done some vlogs way back 4 or 5 years ago when I was pregnant, and my face is just all swollen. All my eczema's come out at all my neck, and yeah, I was iron deficient. So I think taking an iron supplement would help, and also a vitamin D, which is meant to be very good for the skin. So you can either take that in capsule form, powders. I've got a water machine, which I'll talk about in a minute, which has these extra capsules that you can add. So I've got a vitamin D one. So yeah, if you look into I think the main ones are vitamin D and iron. So if you're not taking them, I'd get a really good quality one of them. So yeah, the water. Now, even before I got TSW, I'm very much interested in water, and here in the UK, the water, they've now told us that the water is not drinkable. It's very dirty and a lot's going on within our water supply. It's been going on for the past few years, and it's not drinkable, and there's that many contaminants in it and chemicals, and even though it does apparently go through these processes, it's still not good enough for the body. And because we're drinking it every day, there's going to be build up and build up. I mean, you've only got to look in your kettle to see the build up, and if you don't filter it or do something with it, you're drinking that and it's going inside your body. Again, that might be affecting the liver. So I bought a reverse osmosis machine, which I absolutely love. It's brilliant. The whole family are on it now, and I've had that just over 6 months, and yeah, all I can say is my skin is getting better and I feel better. When you drink it, it just feels hydrating and refreshing, and it just feels so much better than the tap water. And I couldn't imagine that. I would never go back to tap water now, or even like what they say, filtered water like a Brita or anything like that, because that's not the best either. But again, it's costly. My machine was just under £300, so again, that is something to look to the future for, or even to just research yourself to make you feel better and get a better understanding of your health. So another thing, like I said earlier about the fan, that really helps a lot. It helps to cool me down a lot, and like you can go through these very hot flushes and your skin will be bright red, then it can calm down, and I feel like a fan is something to have, whether that's in your bedroom. I've got a handheld fan as well, which I keep in my bag wherever I go or in the car, and whenever I get hot I can put that on, because that's, I think when you get hot you get itchy, and the main thing with TSW is when you're itching, you just go back to the start, because you're ruining all the skin that's managed to renew itself, and because it's so flaky and thin, you've only got to scratch it a little bit and then the skin's come off and you're back to square one and it's raw and it's sore. So a fan, yeah, I know it sounds simple, but it could help you tremendously to stop scratching away all the hard work that you've done. So again, another thing that I've wanted to get for a while now, but again, cost wise, it took me a while to afford it, and that is a grounding sheet. And again, I think I had it a week and I could tell the difference straight away. So that plugs into, it doesn't use any electricity or anything. You can switch your plug off at the wall, but it just needs to be in the earth like connection at the plug. And that's been amazing. I'll put the link to that as well, the one I bought, and then I ended up buying one for the whole family, because the more you buy, it was cheaper, so I thought, well, I might as well buy one for everybody, and that's been a big help. And their slogan is something like, if you haven't got a grounding sheet, you're missing out on 8 hours of healing every single night, which is true, because whilst you're sleeping, or trying to sleep through this condition, even if you lie on it and you don't sleep, it's healing you whilst you're lying down. So that can reduce inflammation a lot. Do you know what I mean? Help you to feel better in your body, takes away aches and everything. I can really tell the difference when I put it in the wash. So say I put it in the wash and it's drying for one day, so I miss one night of not having it on my bed. I can really tell in the morning, I can really tell that I just don't feel as rested, and I feel achy, and my back aches and my arms and legs. And then as soon as I put it back on again, I wake up with none of that. So again, you might want to look into the future getting a grounding sheet so that you can heal and reduce the inflammation as much as possible, even when you're asleep. So one of the last things, well, actually I've got a cream to show you as well that I've been using, well, a serum, but one of the things that I'd like to get, which I haven't been able to afford yet, because obviously I've been buying these things over the months when I can afford it, is an air purifier. So again, like if you've got allergens in the house, or if you've got pets or anything like that, an air purifier, I mean, I've seen somebody open one and seen what it collects where you wouldn't think, even if you've got doors and windows open. And we are approaching autumn now, so maybe the windows and doors will be shut a bit more, and you might still be going through TSW. So if you look into an air purifier, obviously again, it's costly. I haven't even got one yet, but I'd like one in the future, just to reduce as much allergens and dust and things in the air, just so we can have a healthier life. So one of the last things I'd like to talk about is another costly thing, which again, I didn't find this till about a year in to my TSW, and it's a Rejuvenate Serum, and it's from a company called CJ. Now, they offer this cap treatment. I don't know if anyone's heard of this. So there's a lot of people travelling to Thailand to get this treatment, because not many places do it in the UK, and they have got a waiting list in the UK. I found the clinic that does it in the UK. One, it's not anywhere where I live. I'd have to travel on train for hours and go to an appointment. And two, it had a waiting list. So what they did offer on the website is a serum, which they offer alongside the treatment, the cap treatment. But I thought to myself, well, if I can't get to the cap treatment, could I possibly try the serum on its own? So I took the plunge. It was expensive, it's £76, but what I will say is a little goes a long way, and you can pay for it with ClearPay every couple of weeks to do a payment. So I did that option, and do you know what? I took a chance on it, and it's been absolutely amazing. So it looks like this. It's like a clear jelly type serum. Like I said, it goes a long way. This is a 50ml bottle, so the 50ml is £76. I know it's a lot of money, but you can split them payments up. And basically it says it's a lightweight concentrated serum that has been created to support skin rejuvenation and soothe dry skin. It absorbs easily and quickly, offering instant nourishment while protecting against environmental irritants. Its fragrance-free, alcohol-free, sulfate-free and paraben-free formula makes it suitable for even the most sensitive and damaged skin. The great thing about it is you can apply it whenever you want. So I take this out with me when I go places, and if I feel a bit dry, or if I feel something's irritating me and I'm about to itch, I put it on. What it does is it makes this layer on the skin and protects anything from getting at your skin. It's so weird. It's like a barrier. and it really moisturises deep. It's so good, and it's great for the neck. I mean, I've still got, like, I've got these lines on my neck which are deep, which can get itchy sometimes, but it really helps to just protect the neck. And yeah, it's lightweight. It don't feel like you've got anything on. It doesn't itch, it doesn't smell. Every single other cream I've found, it just irritates my skin, itches it, burns it, stings it. This, you literally put it on, it's like putting air on. You don't feel anything. It's good for wounds, so like you'd put it over a very sensitive part, like a raw part. Obviously if you're going through it, you know what I mean. And it's like an invisible plaster. And it's just so good. I'm really pleased with it. I'm on my 3rd bottle now over the past year, I think. And I just really like it. It's helped in summer with the heat. One of the great things that it does do, I think it speeds up the skin cell production, because when I was really bad, like 6 months plus ago, nothing was happening. Like, I was stuck and nothing was happening, and I wasn't going forward, and then I got this cream, and it was just working super quick. Like, I'd get a red patch like here or here, and I'd put it on twice a day for a couple of days, and it had gone. Like, the redness had gone, the dryness had gone. So I do think it's like, it just speeds up the cell production, and I'm just really happy with it. So I'll put the link to that. Like I said, it is expensive, but it's definitely worth giving it a go if you can. So I'll leave it there, guys. I hope the video's not been too long. Along with all that, I would also say carry on with your Dead Sea salt baths, your Dead Sea salt facials, as in, I mean, if you don't want to put your full body in a bath all the time, get a bowl of warm water with sea salt in, mix it round and put your face in for 15 minutes up and down. I can't tell you anything else that's really helped other than the Dead Sea salt, the serum. Doing them things, and time and patience, and don't worry about what you look like. Do you know what I mean? You're going through an illness. This is a very bad side effect, an illness from creams that we thought were okay for our skin. So try not to worry about what you look like. I mean, I've come on these videos and I've looked, do you know what I mean, ill, very ill and terrible, but that's how I look at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? I'm going through something, and it's not my fault and it's not your fault. So yeah, try and reduce as much stress as you can in your life. Try and relax. I'll put some more links to some other bits and bobs that have helped me, like some CBD products like oils and gummies. So yeah, I will try and do more videos. If this has helped you, please give it a like. Have a look at my TSW playlist on my channel if this is the first time you've seen my video, and I'll come back and speak to you again. So you're not on your own, and I'll see you in another video.